How's it? Today is Wednesday, June 14th, and today I learned I am definitely not a powerlifter yet. Yeah, today was the second day of the second week of a new block. So today's like a strength day. We're doing back squats, overhead press, bunch of other accessories. I made the realization last week that if I squat in flats, which I normally do for my warm ups, if I squat in flats, then my hips are a lot more active, and so I end up not having as much knee valgus, or basically when my knee drops inward towards my to the inside of my foot. Some people call that knee bola, but I don't do that as much when I'm in flats. And so last week I made the decision because it was the first week of a new block to squat in flats, and it went really well. I felt like I was a lot more stable and stronger throughout the lifts. Today was not the same case. I tried new shoes today. These are my regular like walking around shoes, like everyday shoe. Last week I used some slip-ons, and the slip-ons felt like they were my foot was gonna like actually come out of the shoe at some of the reps. But today was not too much different with the shoes that I used. I thought it would have been a lot better, but I was wrong, and I don't know. It just felt really weird. I think one of the things that I would noticed that was different from how I was squatting in the past, or at least last week itself, was I do think I was leaning forward significantly more last week. So I was more on my toes. I wouldn't say I was on my toes last week. I was closer to midfoot, of course, but today I felt like I was more on my heels. Still on the midfoot area, but like favoring the heel. And that was not a good recipe. I I didn't feel very strong here. So here's my top set. The top set is supposed to be between 6 and 10 reps at 143. Last week I did a set of 10 at 140, so we're going up 3 kilos every single week. And this one was just hard. You can see here that my hips are set way back and pretty high, and my knees don't really go far forward. But it was so challenging. I ended up getting 6 reps here, and this watch how challenging and difficult and slow and all the bad things this last one is. I mean, I've definitely had worse squats before, but I was supposed to have 4 left to get to 10. So I ended up coming back and then redoing the remaining reps, and these were a lot better. I do think that I should be a little bit further forward, leaning further forward, and maybe I will try it again next week, but I don't know. I was telling Brian that I don't know if I'm gonna squat with my heels next, or I don't know if I'm gonna squat in the flats next week. So we'll see what happens. My down sets were 10% down from 143, which is like 129. So 14 lower than 143, basically. And these were super easy, just three threes. I don't know. I am very nervous about what's gonna happen next week. I do think that I'm strong enough to do set of 10, but I don't know if it should be in these shoes or my heels or get another set of flats. I do have another set of flats. They are Vans, and I don't know if that's something that I would be able to manage. But yeah, I mean, if you want to follow me on my journey, now's a good time to like, comment, and subscribe. So I try my best to interact with everybody, and yeah, it's just one of those things that it's just a learning experience. And if it can be a learning experience for you, that would be awesome because I like kind of sharing my experience and sharing my knowledge. I do think I'm pretty knowledgeable as far as training goes. I've been lifting for a long time, so I've had a lot of experiences that are good and bad. And to me, when I first started lifting, I was just lifting alone, and I'm basically self-taught. So getting some input from somebody who's more experienced than I was invaluable. You know, I would get one coaching tip from somebody, and then I would work on it for 3 or 4 months at a time. And then the next time I saw them, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you remember that thing that I told you last time? How about you try this next thing, right?" So that's kind of, if I could have the impact on a single person, that would be very fulfilling for me. Anyway, after the back squats, I did my overhead press. So work up to a set of 5. Last week I did 65. Not super easy, not super hard either. So I felt 2 kilo increase was reasonable, and so that's what this is here at 67. Last rep is a bit challenging, but it is what it is, and yeah, not too much else to say about that. Then I do 10% down at 61. So I rounded up. I think it's 60.3 is the number, but I rounded up anyway. For 3 5s. These are all pretty easy. And then afterwards, I did my accessories, which I think I'm really enjoying the accessories on my strength day. We'll see what happens next week because I'm going to 5 days of lifting rather than just doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. But my accessories today were 4 things. Bulgarian split squats. I try my best to keep my leg, the front leg, bearing the brunt of everything. You see my back leg kind of picking up off of the bench here. I was trying my best to keep it as long as I could, but at some point my balance just kind of falls apart. And then I do some dips, just bodyweight dips for my shoulder and my elbows, essentially. It's worth noting my shoulder is not really hurting today. I imagined it would be hurting from the catching the bar on my back from the snatch push presses, but nothing really happening today. After that, I do my dumbbell overhead walks here. We're going to 80 today. Well, I guess 80 was a start on Saturday, and maybe this Saturday I'll go to 90. We'll see. And then after that, I do my weighted back extensions. But yeah, it's just pretty simple, straightforward stuff. It's not rocket science, just put in the work and stay healthy and things will start trending upwards. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing my best to do, trying to make smart decisions with my training, even though I missed that set of 10 and I came back and did 4 reps. It's okay. But yeah, again, thank you for coming along this journey with me. It'd be awesome if you could subscribe. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.